Hi guys, make a drink. It's 7:30 in the morning. Spice rum and soda. I don't drink. Shh, I don't drink. I'm not recommending that to anybody. This video is going to be about how to become a seeker. Also, how to become a seeker in the common point philosophy. How to really dig deep into the common point philosophy and become a true seeker. We have developed in our world, in the Western world, in the United States, we have developed a society of followers, following fashion, following religion, following lifestyle, following I said fashion, following just we have become followers. We have become sheep. The common point philosophy is about the total opposite: not to be a sheep, but to be a seeker. A seeker is somebody that's always looking for the truth, always turning that rock over. What's under there? What's new? What's better? How can I make my life better? So I'm going to do two parts or two sections in this video. One's going to be, I'm going to talk about how to become a seeker in the common point philosophy. If you become, I don't want to say member, but if you want to become involved with the common point philosophy, and how we live, how I live, and how that philosophy teaches you how to live holistically, connected to the earth, not separated from the earth, connected to nature, not separated from nature, connected to being enduring and have fortitude, pride, dignity, self-assurance, not living a vanity lifestyle, okay? That's the other thing we're following, that a lot of people are following, especially all over the world in the United States, is a vanity life, a vanity life. I was watching whatever that awards was the other day, where people were dressing, with $50,000 gowns and jewelry, and they're walking down this walkway, and all these people are taking pictures of them, and it's just disgusting. Okay, so there's a bunch of things. I'm going to try to cover a lot of it. There's a bunch of things in the common point philosophy that are just basically no. Okay, one is fashion. I don't mind fashion if it's fashion, if it's common sense fashion, okay? But if it's over the top fashion because I want to look better than you, if it's ego-driven, egocentric, that's not part of the common point philosophy. Hang on for a second. It is still warm in Florida. I'm in Florida. Do a little patting here. Pat, pat, pat. Makeup. So what was I saying? So to be involved with the common point philosophy, to be part of our family, the larger part of our family. How do you kick vanity to the curb? And I talked about in my last video about vanity, about going into this shopping center, and 21 of the stores are all about vanity. It's all about makeup. It's all about losing weight. It's all about taking diet pills. It's all about wearing certain kind of clothing. On and on and on. It goes on. It's gross. It's gross what our society has turned into. It's all about money and vanity. So I also want to talk about how disgusting it is that we have people that are worth $50 million, $80 million, $700 million, billionaires in this country. And we've got so many people in this country going hungry, working 2 jobs, trying to take care of their family. And I understand that that's where they are. And, I'm not necessarily, if I was a multimillionaire, I'm not necessarily responsible for my neighbor, but I'm responsible for my neighbor as far as dignity is concerned, as far as caring about your brother is concerned, okay? So in the common point philosophy, let's break it down. In the common point philosophy, my tribe, the tribe of, of the seekers that would be in the compound philosophy, are people that are not going to be driven by ego. They're not going to be driven by mysticism. They're not going to be driven by money. They're not going to be driven by greed. They're not going to be driven by fashion. They're going to be driven by what's in them. They're going to be driven by connecting to people, what's inside them, their character, their personality, their dignity, their honesty. That's one of the reasons why I started the compound philosophy, because I have seen in my lifetime, and I would say mostly in the last 20 years of my life, or 40 years of my life, how all this has disappeared. Dignity, honesty, character, manners, just basic things that I grew up with. And I'm not trying to go backwards, I'm trying to go forward. I'm just saying that we have lost that. We have lost that, and what we are replacing it with is laws. We're making laws that you can't do this and laws that you can't do. They're just common sense things that we did normally as a society years ago. It was just common sense to respect somebody that was older. It was common sense to help somebody if they needed help. We didn't have to write a law for it. We didn't have to force people to do it. They automatically did it. So, and why is it hot? I'm in Florida, and that's why I'm doing the video at so early in the morning, because I run the air conditioner all night long, and to get it cooler in here, so I'm not burning up. But I'm burning up anyway. And then I got to shut the air conditioner off so I can do the video, because if you're going to hear it's all that makes you want to have a drink. So I'm kind of rambling on, but let's get away from the rambling. The common point philosophy is about dignity, honesty, character. If I have a tribe of people, or what I call my seekers, if we had a group of people and we were living in a like-minded community, there would be unwritten laws or unwritten guidelines in our tribe or our community that if you stole, if you lied, if you cheated, if you were not honorable on your word and what you say, you're out. You just bye, you're out. Because that's not acceptable. It's not acceptable. And it starts with your character, who you are deep as a person. What is your character? And we have come to the point in our society, especially in the United States, that lies become truth and truth have become lies. And I made that statement in my book 20 years ago. I made that prediction in my book when I was writing my book 20 years ago, that in this country, lies would become the truth and truth would become lies. And if you think about the politics and you think about what's going on in our country right now, that's exactly what's going on. They're trying to convince you that this lie is a truth. They're trying to convince you that the truth didn't happen. Even when you see it in front of your eyes, that didn't happen. Even if you watched, you witnessed it. It'd be like if you were watching a murder, or if you were watching a car wreck. Let's say you're standing on a street corner and you see a car wreck, and you actually witnessed it, and you saw it, and you saw the whole thing, like a movie in your head over and over again. And then 2 days later, they say, no, that didn't happen. That never happened. That's where we are right now in our society, in our country. And with that, coupled with fear, selling fear. If you look at any commercial, I don't care what it is. I got a pat again. I'm going to get through this video one way or the other. If you look through, if you watch any commercial on television, any commercial on YouTube, it's all based on fear. If you look at any article that is written, you know, it's clickbait. They do the clickbait. That's lying. That's lying to you. That's lying to you to get you in, to bait you, to tell you something else, to sell you something else. And it's so endemic in everything. It's on YouTube, it's on television, it's on videos, it's in movies, it's in advertisement. It's everything that you see. It's all diversion to manipulate you into thinking a certain way or not thinking honestly in your mind. Hang on for a second. Have another drink. So what I'm getting at is this. The common point philosophy, and if you really want to be a seeker, want to be part of this tribe of seekers with common point, we think logically, we think honestly, we think with dignity, we think with caring and understanding. Okay, so if somebody lies within the group, you're out. Okay, if somebody tries to manipulate us in the group, you're out. If you're that kind of person, I'm not looking for you. Okay, I'm not looking for the person that just wants to make a lot of money and be greedy and lie. I'm looking for the person who has dignity and self-worth and self-understanding within themselves. Okay? So, what was I saying? I'm rambling here. I'm trying not to ramble. But I want to get a lot out. I want to get a lot out of this video. I really do. Because I've been wanting to make this video for a while. And I've just been putting it off. But now I'm going to do it. I'm going to nail it. So, if you truly want to be a seeker, and always look forward, and always look with an open mind, and always seek with an open mind. You're a seeker. The only way you can do that is to be truly honest with yourself and with others. You can't be a seeker and not be honest. Because when you seek, you will find the truth. When you seek, what comes to you, you have to understand it. When you seek, what comes to you, you have to understand, is it true? Or is it false? Is it real? What am I seeing? Back to that bait. So many times, so many times when I go, I can't, I get caught up into this myself. We all do. I'll be on YouTube and I'm scrolling down and, oh, the happened. And I click it and it's a total different story. It's not even what the bait says it was. And you're going down and down. Where's the subject matter of the story? There's 3 pages of bullshit until you get the true subject of the story. And it's become an art form to keep you hooked into this story, into this bait, before you even get to the meat of the subject of the story. And sometimes you never even get to the subject. They never cover the subject. They're covering something. They've taken you somewhere else. It's disgusting. That's why I created Common Point. That's why I created the philosophy. That's why I wrote my book. Okay, the Book of Common Point. Because that's in this book. So if you want to be part of the tribe, if you want to be a seeker, you want to be part of the Common Point movement, and be part of my concept, get a hold of me, because I am going to build. I'm not sure what we're going to do yet, but I want to build a camp or a community of like-minded people, where if we want to live there or want to visit there, where we're out of all the fray of all this bullshit. So back to vanity. We're living in an ego-driven, vanity-driven society. And I want you to do a little test. Anytime, when you go out, if you go out today, anytime you go out, take a little test and say, okay, I'm going to go into the shopping center, or I'm going to go into a store. If you go into a store like Kohl's or Walmart or Target, any major department store, go in there and just look at everything in the store. And almost everything that's being sold, almost everything in that store, I'm leaning into the camera, almost everything, every single item in that store is ego driven. I'm going to buy these shoes because so-and-so basketball player has his name on these shoes. I'm going to buy this shirt because it has this label. I'm going to buy these pants because they're the fashion of the day. I'm going to buy this dress because it's the fashion of the day. I'm going to buy this jewelry but so I can show up. You notice one thing? I don't wear any jewelry. I wear no jewelry. None. I wear no identifying jewelry on me at all. Why do I do that? Because even though I like jewelry, it's pretty, diamonds are pretty, but I don't wear any because that's not who I am. I'm a humble person. I want to remain humble and grounded to the earth. It's not about, oh, look at me, you know. Look at my tattoos. Look at me. Look at my jewelry. Look at what I'm wearing. It's all a shell. It's all a facade. It's all fake. We've created a fake society. We're not real. You got to be real. Who are you? That's the question. Who are you? Not what you're trying to become. Who are you? Who are you as an individual deep inside, in your soul, in your gut, in the makeup of your mind and your body? Who are you truly? Are you what you wear? Are you what you show off on your body? Is that who you are? Or is that a reflection of who you are? Is that something is that a statement? Becoming a statement is not who you are. You know, I get so sick of music moguls and people that do. To be honest with you, I sound like an old man. I sound like an old man when I say this. But when certain kind of musics came in the 80s, it literally destroyed the music business. It really did, because I was in the music business. Not because I couldn't go forward with it, but it destroyed the music business. It wasn't honest anymore. It didn't have any dignity anymore. It was about show. It was about flash. It was about how many women I can have and how much sex I can have and how much money I have. Look at all the money on my hands and look at all the bling I'm wearing. It's not real. None of that is real. And what it did, it really pushed down, it crushed the true artist. Because a true artist, a true songwriter, a writer, a great writer, the writing comes from pain. It doesn't come from greed. It doesn't. I'm gonna write a song so I can make money. I'm gonna write a song with a good beat so I can make money. It's not what it's about. I'm going to get pushed back on that too. I don't care. I know I'm kind of rambling, but I want to ramble. I need to ramble because I see our society literally going down the tubes. I was biking the other day and I came across, I think it was a high school. The high school was letting out and I was standing holding my bike, going to do the crosswalk along with all these other kids. And I'm not a judgmental person. I'm just not judgmental. But I looked at the group as a whole. I looked at the group of the kids, 30 or 40 kids, all tweens, 12, 13, 14, 16, whatever. And I thought, God help us. Because just how they looked, it was all about material. It was all about how they were talking. It was all about materialism. It's about chatter, about other people. It didn't seem to be normal to me. And maybe that's because of my generation when I grew up in the 60s. I know we had our fads too, but I just see something different. I don't see a true identity. I don't see a true. There's something lacking there. There's just something lacking, And I can't really put my finger on it. And I just think it's that self-worth, that self-dignity. And I just kind of I felt this wave across this group of kids. I feel so bad about that. And maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just my generation. Maybe it's just the way I think now because I'm older. I don't know. But it just struck me really weird. I have another drink. So let's not wander in this video, which I've already done. To get involved with me and with Common Point in the philosophy and building the retreat and moving forward out of a material world, out of a world of greed, out of a world of me. It's all about me. It's all about mine. I'm going to get mine before you get yours. And here's something I just want to throw at you. You tell me if you agree or disagree. Nobody on this planet, and I know they're not going to agree with me. They'll probably put me in some box somewhere. Nobody on this planet needs to be a billionaire. Nobody needs $1 billion. I think there should be a cutoff point. Like if you, I don't know what it could be. Let's see if you make, if you work $20 million, that's it. And then the rest, whatever you make above and beyond that in your lifetime, above $20 million, you donate to charity, you donate to a church, you donate to, donate to me, no, you donate to helping others, you donate to help the poor, you donate to build a library, you donate to build a school, you donate to build a gym, you donate it to a good cause, to a community cause. Nobody needs to be a billionaire. And here's the thing. I was reading an article the other day. There's over 100. Think about this. There's over 100, and I'm not going to go naming names because I don't want to have problems with these people. But there's over 100 billionaires. American billionaires. That's not worldwide. There's over 100 billionaires in the United States that are American people. And I'm saying that some of them don't donate money and don't do charity and all that stuff. They do it because of a tax write-off, okay? Most of them. So, to me, we have 100 billionaires in the United States. If each one of them gave $100 million or $50 million to a cause in this country, let's say the veterans, all the veterans of all the wars, let's say they just gave 10% of their $1 billion to the veterans. All the veterans could have a home. All the veterans could have food. All the veterans, some of the veterans that live under bridges, that are homeless, that need help, could get help. How you, the billionaire, can live the life you're living and drive your $100,000 car under an overpass near homeless people is disgusting. You are a disgusting human being. Okay? You just are. I'm basically broke, and when I ride my bike, and I ride my bike in the trail, and I see somebody homeless, I'll talk to them, I'll chat with them. If I have something I can give them. The other day I went to the dentist, I was riding back. I went to Outback Steakhouse. I got a nice steak and chicken. It was huge. I couldn't eat it all. I had literally another meal in the to-go container. I took it in my bag. I had it on the handlebars. I'm driving back. I saw this homeless guy, and I gave it to him. I said, here. So, oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. It's gross what is going on in this country. There's so many people that have so much money and they just want more and more. The reason I brought this up, the common point philosophy and seekers are the opposite. We're about giving, we're about caring, we're about sharing, we're about dignity, we're about self-worth. We're not about greed or the fashion of the day. That's not what the common point philosophy is about. So I did my rambling on this video. Do this for me. Just do this one thing for me. Spend one day. Spend one day without vanity. Start with that. Yeah, I keep leaning. I look at my videos and my head's always leaning like this, like I had a stroke. I don't know why. But see if you can spend 24 hours without vanity, without self-gratification. I'm not talking about love and sex and all that kind of stuff, or caring about people. I'm not talking about that kind of gratification. I'm talking about materialism gratification. See if you can go one day without material gratification. When you get up in the morning, think of one thing. It doesn't have to be a lot of things. Think of one thing you can give up that day. From the day you start. It could be driving through Starbucks and getting that $8 latte. Think about it. That's gratification. It's not a need. Think about it as a need. What do I need today? So, don't get the latte. Take that $8, $10 and give it to somebody else. You can buy food. As simple as when you get up in the morning, when you dress. How are you going to look that day? Am I going to look flashy and this and that and this and makeup all over and I'm all made up and my eyes are all done and think about that. You could do that. Go literally out as plain Jane. No makeup. Maybe a base. I use lotion on my face because I get sunburn. but not a lot of eye work, not a lot of eye makeup, not a lot of hair preparation, not a lot of stuff. All this 45 minutes of getting ready to go out to be this shell. Who am I? Who is that person behind that shell? You do that. Think of one thing. Oh, what shoes should I wear today? Oh, this or that. I got 30 pairs of shoes. Pick the most common. Wear the loafers. Wear the sneakers. Don't wear the dress shoes. Jewelry. It's another thing. In the common point philosophy, we don't worship jewelry. We don't worship jewelry. You can have jewelry. It's nice, it's pretty. But it doesn't have a soul, it doesn't have a heart, it doesn't have, it's just an image. So, jewelry. Try to go one day without rings on. Maybe wear the wedding ring or the band. Not all 4 rings. Not, $75,000 worth of diamonds on your hand. Is that truly you? Or is that the facade of you? All those diamonds, all those rings, thousands of dollars on your hands. Is that really you? Is that really you? Boy, I like my rings. I don't have a problem with that. I've got rings. I never wear them. There's nothing wrong with liking something and having it. But when you do it as a showcase. Is that really you? Is that who you want to be? Why did you create that person? Why did you create the facade, the rings, the hair? Why did you do that? Because you're afraid to show your true self to people. Show your true self to people. Take the battles. Take the sarcasm. Take the opinion. And just blow it off. Be true to yourself. Be honest to yourself. I said in my other videos so many times, in the last video, everything starts from within. If we can look within and take the facade off and be who we are, one by one by one, then the society itself will heal. Society will start. They'll actually show you the motor of the car you're going to buy, not just this emotion. Here's a car going down a mountain hill and you're driving it. It's all about emotion. It's not about reality. What about the reality? You're going to spend $800 a month for a car. Does it run? Does it have a motor? Can I sit in it? Does it have a seat? They don't show you that. They just show you the emotion. They're selling you an emotion. Emotions are driven to your ego, directly connected to your ego. It feeds your ego. Work on that. That scenario is more like women. Women. How about guys? You know, the expensive watch. Oh, I'm going to pay my bill. Oh, look at this. I see about all the time in the store. They go, they're trying to get their watch to pay a bill. Do you need that? Do you need, a $5,000 watch? Really? Is that really you? Half the time it doesn't work. Beep. You just pay for your groceries. It's a world we are been creating, and it's a world our government wants us to buy hook, line, and sinker. And it's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. That's why I started Common Point Philosophy. That's why I want to retreat. That's why I want us to remain human. And it's going to be a struggle because government, not only government, but businesses put so much pressure on you not to be you.